Alright, hello, it's your boy,
Skinny penis.
the guy, the man, Wolfborg, chaplain, whatever the fuck you want to call me, the guy with the Christmas hat, the guy that sometimes looks at bad games that show up on Steam and anime tags and all that. Let's go for whatever this is. Oh my fucking Jesus. And sometimes talks about anime bullshit on YouTube as well, and Kickstarter scams recently. Hello, hi, that's me. I do things sometimes. And here, what we're doing today, I'm gonna look through some of your comments on some of my videos. I hit 2,000 subscribers recently, so thank you all for that. I fucking appreciate you guys so much. And I'm so glad that a lot of you guys still like to comment on some of my shit. It's always like some of the same videos that are always kind of active with this kind of stuff. My Anime List video, my 2 Steins Gate videos, sometimes the RPG Maker video, although that's kind of less so active. But yeah, we're gonna go through some of them and see what's been going on recently. These are ones I haven't responded to. Alright, the first one we got is from my Yugioh 7's video, and it says, Yugioh 7's reminds me of Bakugan. I don't actually know fuck all about Bakugan. I know it exists, and I know it's probably some shit similar to Beyblade, but with like monsters that come out of some shape thing, I think. What is it? Are these like things supposed to be metallic and you roll it on there and it opens up? Is that how that works? Yeah, I don't know fuck all about Bakugan, so it looks like it could. Yeah, sure. 101, boy, what the fuck? Kimi no Nawa 9.24. Is this like I showed a screen cap of the, not 110. Why games with leaderboards tend to have saying that it deserves, well, I'm assuming if he's saying like it does not deserve that score. If you're saying it doesn't deserve that score, I agree with you. I think
Kimi no Nawa
is severely overrated, okay? I watched the movie, I was okay with it, I thought it got real fucking cringe for me towards the end, but overall, I still enjoyed the movie. I loved Weathering with You a lot more when that came out, even though they're both by Makoto Shinkai, and I think that's what this guy said. I thought it was really good, but Weathering with You is better, yeah. Weathering with You also had problems with how it ends, in my view, to where it kind of gets a little cheesy, but overall, I just felt, I think moreover, the themes that were going on with Weathering with You just kind of related to me more and felt more impactful and more fleshed out. Whereas Kimi no Nawa, right from the beginning, you're already like having some confusion with how their body swapping works and how you learn, well, you learn things, and it's spoilers, but I'm gonna say them anyways because fuck you, okay? Click off this fucking segment now if you don't want the spoilers, okay? The confusion with the body swapping, and it also being from different time zones. Like, they're literally years apart, and there's like no way they could have figured this out ahead of time, or thought to try to call each other or something like that, but it's like, oh no, but her hometown is in like an old country place or whatever. Okay, yeah, okay, go fuck yourself. I don't know, your name was fucking great, beautiful looking movie, very nice soundtrack. It's still pretty, you know, tear-jerking, very nice movie, but has a lot of fucking problems. Does not deserve to be as up there as everybody puts it as, okay? But it's alright, it's pretty good. It's kind of hard to see, but I do actually have a
Kimi no Nawa
like poster up on my wall over there. It's like a small thing. It's like, is it this? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. It's hard to make it out at all, but it's not a great poster. I forget where I got it, but I have one. Yeah, this one is on my phone wave video for Steins Gate, the anime science video. We need more. This doesn't get nearly the appreciation it should. Sad. And then they also wrote on the first anime science video about Steins Gate. They said, this is so underrated, dude. Amazing and really clear work. Congrats. I get these kind of comments frequently about the anime science stuff, and I'm glad people enjoy it. I like working on those videos. They take me forever to work on though, okay? I know there's probably going to be some other comments we're going to see here in this video where people will be asking when the next one is, and I've said this before in some of my comments and on streams, and when people just come out and ask me, like in DMs or something like that, where the next video is at least the next video in the anime science series, it's already scripted for the most part. I still have to work out editing it down a bit, fact-checking some of the science shit that I'm saying, or trying to explain, because I like to try to simplify my explanations as much as I can. I don't want you to have to do extra research into fucking words and terminologies I'm saying. I just want to break down the important shit as simple as I can. Just leave it with that. And the next video has to deal with the time leap machine, which is really, really interesting, but there's a lot of complex topics that have to go along with it. So there's a lot that I have to work on for that kind of video before it can actually go out. So I have the like basic structure and most of the text for the script for that already set and ready to go, but I have to go through it a lot more before it even sees the light of day with an editing program, okay? Gonna be a while, but I'm glad you guys appreciate it so far. I really enjoy it too. I'm really concerned what's gonna happen with the series though once I'm done with Steins Gate. I have other ideas for other shows I'm going to cover in the anime science series. I want to talk about the Haruhi problem, which was a big story relating Haruhi Suzumiya and 4chan. We'll get to that when we get there, but there's basically a big weird math thing that happened, and it's a hilarious story. It's not strictly speaking like an anime science story, like it's not a big sci-fi concept thing. It's more just an interesting sciencey, mathy related thing. Lots of stuff in the works with that. Might take forever for any of that to get done though, because oh boy, there's a lot of effort that goes into that. What was the point of 820? LMAO, that point was weird, but at least you said that it was. I can guess what this is a part of my anime list video. I can guess what this is. Ever wonder why the biggest anime listing service decided to call themselves My Anime List? And in 2006, he changed it to My Anime List because MySpace's success at the time made him think putting my in front of website titles would become a trend. All right, you're not the first one to comment about that section seeming weird and like out of place and like it didn't really add anything to it. I think it does, because as I specifically say in that segment, I'm specifically talking about this because it's like goes into the mindset of the people running this fucking website, okay? It goes into the mindset behind why My Anime List still looks like it's straight out of fucking 2007. It's because it was named after and inspired by a weird trend that they guessed was going to happen from 2007 that ultimately crashed, and they just kind of left it like that because they were like the only alternative at the time. They were like the best solution at the time. They were the first solution to show up other than like a Google fucking spreadsheet or not even a Google spreadsheet, just a regular like Microsoft fucking Excel spreadsheet, okay? They were there, they showed up, they said, hey, we got this website you guys can do this from, and now they just dominate the fucking anime database. Like, you search any anime, My Anime List is going to be one of the first links, always, because they were the first ones to show up. Not because the website's any better than the other ones, just because they were the first. And that's it. That's all it is. I think it's a very valid point to bring up that, you know, the creators of the website were really just looking for a quick like trend grab, and they weren't really thinking anything through with the development of the website and how to like keep it up and how to constantly keep improving it. Instead now, because they were the first ones to show up and they've gotten so huge, now they just keep bouncing around from owner to well, parent company, I guess, to parent company, because I think the guy who originally made it is still in charge of the website, but he just keeps getting sold. The company keeps getting sold to like other people now or something like that. I don't remember. The last I heard, whoever owns My Anime List now is planning on doing big revamps to the website, but it's gonna be fucking forever before any of that happens. I think I wouldn't hold my breath on that. So like, I'm not saying that the website's bad because it's called My Anime List. That was never the point of the segment. It was to point out that one of the additional factors to why I don't like My Anime List is because it looks and feels in a certain way, because of the fact that the owner of the website designed it to follow this older trend that was ultimately failed, but this one didn't because it was just the first to show up and didn't really have to do anything more to keep itself up in the ranks, I guess. I don't know how else to word it. You get what I'm saying now, right? You get it? Can I move on to the next guy who's also complaining about my Anime List video probably? I don't even know. The problem with my Anime List is that everything based in hype. 80% of the top 100 lists are animes from 2013 or more recent. Every anime that has good animation and an average story becomes top 50. Kimetsu no Yaiba and Jujutsu Kaisen are proof. True on that last statement, okay? That is absolute facts. And I don't know if that's necessarily a problem specific to My Anime List though. That's just going to happen no matter what. If you're going to have like a top chart which can include recently aired shit, like that's just going to happen. You're gonna get like where's Demon Slayer now? Okay, so now it's down to like 38. Oh, this is the movie. This isn't even the show. This is the movie. Well, I hear the movie's fucking great, but this isn't a problem exclusive to my anime list though, with the whole like top chart being filled with a whole bunch of shit that's actually came out more recent. There's a recency bias. Recency bias happened with these things, and more importantly, recency bias even happened with like individual people checking things out. Like even me, when I'm rating stuff on AniList, I have recency bias, okay, with some of my shit. If you watch my list, you'll see some of these scores adjust as the season goes on, where it's like, maybe now I think Sunny Boy or the Dungeon Black Company is a 9, but as the season's going on, I'm gonna realize, hey, maybe Dungeon Black Company doesn't have as great fucking characters as I thought it would from the beginning. Maybe it didn't have like, maybe it just didn't go anywhere eventually. Like the recency bias is going to be strong even when the show finishes, even if I'm adjusting the scores as the season is airing. Once it's done, if I actually look back on a show like a couple months after I've seen it, then is probably a better time for me to actually judge it or adjust it, I guess. Because there's some shows I'll go back in like a month and be like, I don't remember fuck all about what happened in that show. Maybe I shouldn't give it an 8 if I don't remember anything about what happened in that show, you know? And there's been a few shows where I went back and I was like, why the fuck did I give this an 8? I don't remember anything about this. And then I just lower it down to like a 7 or a 6 depending, but you know, these things, they happen. I hope I'm not the only one who thinks this, but every time I see Yuga, I can't help but think of Spike from Ape Escape, which was an awesome game. This is about my Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's video, and I think I looked this up. Okay, so here's Yuga from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, and you got Ape Escape guy. Red Spiky, yellow Spiky. This is entirely fucking... that's entirely accurate. And I think if you even look up, this is, that's, a little sus, I gotta say. Am I suggesting Konami of, plagiarism? I would never, but it's been 9 months and still waiting for the next part. Listen, alright, I understand. Anime science takes a long time. I already explained this, okay? It takes forever. I know you guys love it. I know you guys are waiting for it. I can't wait to work on them, but there's so much shit going on, and I have some other videos I want to try out in the meantime, too, and I'm sorry. I'm working on it, okay? I swear I am. Alright, we got another My Anime List shitter. We got a lot of My Anime List shitters here tonight, I guess. Let me read this more dramatically for you guys, okay? Who gives a shit? Who? Mal's only for listing anime. It works fine for that. It's easy, convenient, and looks nice. That is all you need. Okay? If you don't give a shit about the #1 anime platform doing anything after being the #1 anime database platform for I don't even know how many years, alright, you're allowed to do that. But if you want to know who gives a shit, you can just take a look at the video. You can see how many people viewed it. You can see how many people liked it. You can check out the comments of the people who came here because they were having problems with My Anime List. Like, I don't know if you guys realize this. This video is constantly getting, like, boosts in the algorithm because people fucking end up not liking My Anime List every now and then. I don't know why. I can't imagine why. I only made a whole fucking 12-minute video explaining several reasons why people would be upset. But no, it's fine. It's fine, guys. There's nobody asked. Nobody. Any askers? Did anybody ask? Did you ask? No? Well, I guess I'll go fuck myself. I guess I'll just delete the video right now. There's no point. Nobody asked. It's only, one of the more successful videos on my channel. Well, that's fine. Nobody asked. We have many streaming companies that are sitting on licenses and don't use them. It's frustrating. It's sad. Maybe George knows the legal way out. I doubt George knows fuck all about anything except how to make the same shitty anime piracy app that he's been using for years. He just makes the same anime and movie piracy apps, and he just releases them on different platforms until he gets blocked or banned from them, and then releases them again under a different name, and then that's just how it goes. Only this time he just deluded himself into thinking he could do it legally. There was no way he was getting any licensing for anything, nor did he give a shit about getting licensing for anything. I 100% don't believe he gave a shit at all about securing licensing, because they were never going to. They were just going to serve the content from other way. It was just gonna be another video aggregate website, which in their view is like legally gray, so they're allowed to do it. And that was all it was gonna be. George doesn't know fuck all about streaming licenses, okay? But we can't confirm that because everybody's under NDA, okay? Can't prove anything because everybody is under NDA, including myself, alright? The number of my anime list elitists in the comment section justifying bad UI as simple and clean makes me puke. It's fucking disgusting. How do you guys go to this website? How do you go to my anime list? You see all of this, you see it structured like this, you go to web pages, looks like this, you go to the top anime, looks like this. How do you go to these? How do you do that? And then also look at AniList and then not immediately think, wow, this actually looks pretty nice, more modern, more slick. It actually like has proper like visuals for these things and looks nice. Like let's go to an actual list here too. I don't have to say anything to justify my points other than look at this shit, okay? And look at this shit. All right? Just look at it. Look how fucking slick it is. You can even put other shit in like this. I didn't put too much in mine, but I know other people go crazy with what they put in here. I think for here, I just put in that I am an anime news writer, I'm a YouTuber, and I have my own anime rating system that I wrote out a Google Doc to explain here, which you should all read and abide by. I say everybody needs to abide by my rating system. No, you don't have to, but that's just how I rate things. Anyways, look how nice and clean this is. Look at all the shit you can do. Look at this cool, neat little like activity feed that people can see globally and interact with. Like it's so cool. It's pretty based, I would say. But no, some people enjoy this. They like looking at this shit instead. Oh, I'm sorry. If you pay a little extra, you can make shit sparkly on the sides on this page, but or you can, you know, just not. You can just fuck off. But my anime list sucks. AniList is way better. Well, as we just saw, that's true. That's in fact true. This is on my video, Anime is Better Than Christianity, which I sometimes get comments from these guys. All right, let me read the comment for this, okay? Not one of my more popular videos, but it's a video I still get comments on for reasons. You know, you can tell by the title, with the kind of people commenting. This is Matthew Smith. I'm creating a manga, but dude, as a Christian, you can't do that to Christianity, and even other religion. Well, I'm sorry to say, Christians, I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't know if any of you Christians actually watched the video. Obviously, you probably didn't. You probably just looked at the title. It said anime is better than Christianity and didn't actually watch the video to see I qualified that by quoting a meme tweet that said that One Piece outsold the Bible, which obviously isn't actually true. It was just a meme. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? There was other points along with that video, though. There was other messages along with that. I didn't even write the script for that video, by the way, if you guys didn't realize that. If you didn't watch the video, you wouldn't get to that point and realize that. I don't give a fuck about angering some Christians on YouTube, though. I don't give a shit. Okay, you guys have left comments on this video before, and you guys are fucking crazy sometimes. I just gotta say, but I still stand by it. Anime is better than Christianity. You just can't. I joined the My Anime List Discord server, and it's actually elitist trash. People kept harassing me because my account was fairly new, and I only had 5 anime completed. Oof. Yeah. Well, that's yeah, that'll be what does it. You're gonna find anime elitists no matter where you kind of go. Sometimes though, it's gonna be hard for you to find an anime group that's not elitist in some way. It's hard. Even like me, sometimes I'll accidentally be elitist about certain things. Okay, and sometimes I'll meme though. Like I could say certain things should be certain ways, or that like people should do things in certain ways when it comes to consuming their anime. But at the end of the day, you can do what you want. I don't feel like dying on a cross for you to be able to rate things with decimals, even though I think you're the scum of the earth if you rate your anime using decimals instead of whole numbers, but that's a whole different discussion for a different time. But like, again, these are things where like I'll say them, they'll sound elitist. I don't really care though. At the end of the day, you can do what you want at the end of the day. Oh yeah, at some point I made a post because YouTube apparently lets you make posts. I don't actually know if people read them, so I was like, I made a post that said, do people read posts on here? Y'all like anime? And apparently you guys read it. 8 of you liked it, and a couple of you commented. Hey, just wanted to say thanks for what you do, and yes, we do read them, and I do like anime, so thank you for that. Steins Gate video led me here. Okay, I didn't know it could, but apparently it did. Nice. About the CTC, if a future version of me met me and I just immediately kill myself, does that create a time paradox, since somehow a version of me in a version of future still comes back? So CTCs, closed time-like curves, the way that they basically work, from how I understand it, okay, is what you can use them to travel through time, but but this basically creates a loop that has to be closed at some point. That's how I understand it. So if you use a CTC to travel to the past, you physically will not be able to do or make certain changes that would prevent you from going back in time to make the changes anyways. Which means if you're trying to make a very, very significant change to the past to impact the future up to the point before you jump through or use the closed time-like curve, it won't work. So like if you use this to go into the past to immediately kill yourself, you would not be able to do so. You can try, but something will always prevent you from doing so, because there is no way through using the system wherein that person would not be able to go and use the closed time-like curve to go and attempt to kill himself as well. This is how this works to prevent. The idea with closed time-like curves is in order to close the loop, these kind of time paradoxes are just something that would not be possible. So like you can try, like I said, you can try, but you won't necessarily be able to. In theory, with how you use this, every attempt to make a change like that would not work. And technically speaking, with this idea, before you, like if you talking about like right before you use the CTC to travel through time, you've already used the CTC to travel through time. You will have to use the CTC to travel through time and make changes here as well. Like you won't be able to change that, but you will also have already made the changes anyways. You might not realize it though. So like if you actually meet yourself, this doesn't necessarily create a time paradox. You just won't, like meeting yourself necessarily, I don't think would create a time paradox. I mean, with CTCs, it maybe, I don't know. It all depends. But there's nothing you'd be able to do to stop yourself from going to use the CTC to travel back through time and causing everything again. The loop has to close at some point is how I understand CTCs. So it's hard, but there's no real way to make a significant change that would forever alter. Like you can't use the CTC to prevent yourself from using a CTC. You can try, but it won't work. Is how I understand how they work. So I use Anime Planet for my anime list, but I'll definitely try AniList too. I've kind of given up on my anime list at this point. I took a look at Anime Planet a bit when I was looking for alternatives, because a couple of my friends were already using Anime Planet. I fucking hated how the UI looked with anime. Just immediately I did not like how the UI looked for Anime Planet, so I just stuck with the anime list, and it's been great ever since. I would recommend trying Kitsu. I think I looked into that as well, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it. Maybe. I don't know. This seems like there's less like features going on than on AniList right now at this point. But it seems like it's a lot cleaner and nicer than my anime list at least. So maybe it's a good alternative for people to use. My go-to is still gonna be AniList. It's pretty fucking cool. Okay. This is on my Spider Isekai video. It's just horrible editing and scripting. Probably true, but there's also the problem of its horrible animation problems going on. From what I understand, there was weird crunch issues happening towards the end, so much so that the final episode had to be delayed by like a week or two. And then when it came out, it was just as bad as most of the other show. Mega Man himself commenting on my videos. What a legend. Wow, they keep still doing Yugioh? I mean, for me, there was only one Yugioh, and that was the one with Yugi in it. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's good if you guys enjoy it. I'm just surprised to see it's still going on. Well, there you go. Okay, there you go. He left a comment on my Steins Gate video as well. Girls, do you think guys talk about us when they are alone? Boys, Steins Gate, time travel concepts explained. Anime science. That's what the boys do, right boys? Yeah. So I think we'll leave it at that for now. We went through a lot of your comments. I'll be replying to a bunch of them when I can. And then maybe we'll do another one of these videos in the future. I just want to real quick, again, thank you all so much for watching the channel, leaving these comments, talking with me on Discord, talking with me on Twitter, all that kind of stuff, and growing the channel to 2,000 subscribers. It's been huge to see that number come. I know it might not seem like a huge number to some people, especially if you watch some other anime content creators, all right? And they're like massive. I watch some of them and they're massive, like Trash Taste Podcast, stuff like that. Like they're really good. I enjoy their content, but it's just crazy to see like the channel grow and all these comments coming in and people enjoying my content. I don't know. Like I didn't really know that I would ever get to this point years ago. I was always just kind of making random stuff and hoping eventually like I would get some kind of traction, and I don't, you know, just talking about anime stuff seemed to be working out for me. It's something I enjoy doing. You guys seem to enjoy the stuff I make related to it, so I'm glad. I'm just so glad that you guys are here, you guys are enjoying it, and you guys are great. Okay, you guys are my little pog champs. Okay, that's what the kids say, right? Is that what they all say? I'm hip with the kids. I'm hip with all of them. Thank you so much everybody for checking this video out. Thank you so much for checking out all my other videos. Thank you so much for talking to me. Talk to me on Twitch, talk to me on Discord, talk to me on Twitter. Check out all the stuff, do all the things, support me, whatever the fuck. I love you all, okay?